Learn how to take the lid off the defense with the Singleback wing flex coming up next. Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTube that actually gives you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, if you're new to my channel and you're looking for daily tips to take your game to the next level, hit the subscribe button and the notification icon so you know when my videos get uploaded every day. Alright, so guys, we're going to jump into the second part of a 5-part series out of the Green Bay Packers playbook. This is a Singleback wing flex, and previously I showed you a couple running plays that are very easy to gash your opponent for nice little yards underneath. The zone weak, and also the motion 0-1 trap. We're going to go ahead and play off of that motion 0-1 trap, and we're going to be able to attack our opponent with a big deep bomb with a play action post shot. Now, generally when I do my breakdowns, I do it with open grass looks. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm looking at one wide receiver, seeing if he's open, throw the ball to him, then I make my progressions from there. I don't necessarily say this is what you're going to do against cover 2, cover 3. I'm just going to go with open looks. So we're going to do the play action post shot as our base play. Now I'm running this against random 43 defenses, which probably would be a good matchup against this type of a set with 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers and 1 running back. Now I make 2 audible adjustments with this particular play. I'm going to go ahead and take my outside receiver, which is Nelson. I'm going to put him on a deep comeback route. The reason why I like a deep comeback route is because of the depth. Now if I could get a consistent deep out route, I'd prefer to use that because it's a little bit more consistent, but the deep comeback route, I know I'm going to get at least a good 15-yard chunk of change if I catch the ball. The other adjustment I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tight end Bennett, my inside tight end number 1, and put him on a drag route. This gives me a fast release against any type of man blitzes. I'm going to be able to go and hit my opponent over the middle. Now the key with this particular play is we're going to actually try to settle in a pocket, which is going to be off on the left hand side, and then basically we're going to make our reads and progressions from there. Now this was a cover 2 shell. In this type of situation, my receiver actually dropped the ball, but as you can see right there, that was actually a fairly good play. Now I'm seeing a single high safety, so the likelihood of this being either a man blitz or basically a cover 3 look or a cover 3 shell is pretty high. So once again, we're going to be looking over at Nelson is going to be our first read. If it is man, which it looked like, I'm going to go ahead and dump it down to the crosser over the middle as far as my next read. So let's just go ahead and take a look at my progressions and what I'm looking at and why I'm actually doing this. Now this deep post route essentially is going to beat majority of those cover 2 shells if your opponent jumps in cover 2. So this is going to be the read if I get a too high safety look, which this safety is down in the box. So my next progression is going to be over here, and as you can see, he's following his man. He puts his back to me, so I know this is man coverage. And usually 90% of the time, your drag route by your tight end is going to get an easy release, so that's why you actually dump it down. So my progression is really going to be fairly simple. I'm going to look off to the left-hand side of the field and see what type of coverage that I'm going to get. I'm going to look for the deep post against cover 2. If not, I'm going to look for the deep comeback route against cover 3 shells, and then obviously if it's a cover 4 shell or a man coverage, I'm going to look to the drag and just take the easy yards underneath. So let's just go ahead and run it again. As you can see right here, I've got a too high safety shell look. So we're going to go ahead and the pocket is going to be off to the left where the running back is at, and you can see right here I've got the too high safety look, but I was unable to get the ball off because of the block sheds by this Minnesota team. This is one of the better defenses in regs, so it's definitely going to affect your ability to go ahead and make certain plays. So let's see here. This is why I went ahead. I like that drag route underneath. You want to make that play, you want to make that regression fairly easy because that deep comeback route will get gobbled up by a cover 2. But this is where you can get the big play yards right here. Is that I went ahead and got rid of the ball a little bit too quick, but you can see I've got the deep post route that essentially is going to basically go ahead and attack my opponent. So this is going to be a big play opportunity for your opponent, and sometimes if you just let the plays develop, you might be able to go ahead and get a cheesy play like that. But this is a good way to go ahead and attack your opponent over the middle. Now, if you're using your run effectively with this formation, they're probably going to be bringing a guy down to the box. They're going to have to go ahead and try to defend the run. You're showing them the same type of a look. You've got this deep comeback route off the left-hand side if there's no defender that falls in the area. So that's what I do like about it. It's a good play. If I got press coverage, I might actually just leave Nelson on a shot route, and I'll just take a shot up top, especially if I know my wide receiver is better, faster than as far as speed is concerned against my corner or defender I'm playing against. So guys, I hope you like this tip. This is basically going to be the second tip of a 5-part series. Once again, to my subscribers, thank you for support. If you'd like to get these tips well in advance, go to my Patreon account. $1 will be able to get you all my tips well in advance before I post them on the YouTube channel. You can also give me feedback on what you guys would like to see me go ahead and produce for you. So once again, thank you for your support, and until next time.